Ranger fans, I'm Bryan Montgomery, joined today by head coach Bryan Jones. The Jesuit baseball team heading into the postseason with a Bi-District Round matchup against Sachse. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on the postseason. The Rangers looking forward to defending their crown in the playoffs, and definitely one way that the team was able to do that, a fantastic run to end the year, the pitching doing great, and of course the offense really showcasing what they have to offer. How does that really affect the team, having that momentum heading into the postseason?
I think it's big for us. Struggling early on, offensively, defensively. Our main goal, and then obviously to start off district with the district champion Coppell. Our main goal after that was to kind of regroup, I guess, if you will, and regroup and understand that things aren't always going to be like they have been last year or in the last couple of years. So we kind of started off somewhere that was new for us. But the main thing was to stay on course, to stay focused, and to make sure that we're all stayed on the same page, and just to start another run after that. And then again, of course, we ran into Pierce and we split with those guys. So that put us in a tough position. But the thing about it is, after that we got on a run and we finished strong, and I think that's only going to help us going into the playoffs.
And we talked about the pitching staff and how well they've been able to perform over the last few games, led by a good group of seniors. J.J. Montenegro, Heath Van Keur, two names that come to mind, but Tyler Murrah ending the regular season with an undefeated mark on the mound. Definitely a lot going for that pitching staff heading into the postseason.
Yes, that was big, and obviously going in with J.J., knowing that J.J. and Heath had both had varsity experience, both had playoff experience. And then you minus the fact of knowing that we're not going to have Jacob polished for the run. And besides those three, that's really what we had as far as having some playoff experience. And then slowly but surely, we threw Tyler in there, and he did a heck of a job. He was a late season or an early season call up, I guess. If you will. And then, that kid earned his stripes right there, and he really came in and did what we asked for him to do, both on the mound, and he played a solid defense. When a handful of times we let him play some outfield. And he's just a heck of an athlete, and looking forward, I think it's going to help him. We come down to a Game 3 situation. Could be this weekend, or we come into a relief role, and I think he's definitely somebody that could come in and fill that spot, which not only will help us this year, but, again, will give him some playoff experience going into next year.
And then offensively, a lot of the power coming from the top of the order. We've seen Mark Reddy have a fantastic senior season. Jaden Woodson coming up with a fantastic season of his own. But really the entire lineup, 1 through 9, has been very consistent throughout the year, giving that pitching staff enough of a bubble, 2-3-run leads late in the game to allow them to really be aggressive at the strike zone. Just so talk about that now, looking at that offensive power that the Rangers have demonstrated throughout the season.
Well, that was something, again, you kind of throw back one of those early on things that we were kind of having problems with and struggled with a little bit. So we threw out a lot of different lineups, if you will, throughout the tournaments. And I think we've even probably the last 3 or 4 weeks we've gone with one that we felt pretty comfortable with. And at the same time, it throws in a lot of young guys at the top and the middle part of the lineup. And just going through them real quick, and matter of fact, we moved Mark Reddy to the leadoff spot. And that's been a big change for him. But he's doing a good job. He's seeing a lot of pitches, and he's getting on base, and he's hitting the ball well. So that gives us a great opportunity, a philosophy that we like to make sure that we always try to get that first guy on, get that first guy around the bases and get on the board first. And in the middle of the lineup with Ruben's swinging the bat very well, Garrett Ruben, along with Jaden, along with Julian Colombo. Like I said, 3 young guys right there, sophomores. And then you still got Will Guzman to go through. You got Michael Schottmer to go through. So and Bijan, excuse me, don't let me leave out Bijan, another guy that was a late call up. That can hit the ball as hard as anybody. So, the big thing is for us just to try to stay focused and not do too much, and just kind of, we're all going to have to play a part in order for us to be successful, and that's kind of what we've done here lately.
And then now the matchup against Sachse, the team out of 10-6A finishing second in their district. Just based off of what the coaches have said and what you've seen over the last few weeks, what should Ranger fans expect from the Mustangs?
They're very well coached. And what we've seen, we've had an opportunity to go scout them the last couple of weeks. I think we've seen their last 3 district games, and they got 2 good lefties on the mound that they're going to throw at us. They've got a top-notch center fielder leadoff guy for them. that's committed to UTA, and he's a heck of an athlete, heck of a player. And just beyond that, like I said, they're well coached, and they, they're year in and year out. They're coming out of that district in the playoffs, so they know what it's like to be here at the same time, and it's going to be a good test for us. It's going to be a good battle, so it'll be fun.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to you this weekend. Again, the Rangers taking on the Sachse Mustangs. Game 1 set for Sachse High School, 7 p.m. on Thursday. Back here at right field for a 7 p.m. first pitch on Friday, and then if needed, Game 3 will take place in Garland at 1 p.m. on Saturday. And as always, Ranger fans, be sure to keep it locked into JesuitRangers.org for all of your up-to-date Rangers info.